Yeah. Yeah, what's up? Yes. $5? No. Hello? No. If you want to buy this shit to wipe your butt, $100. $100 a roll. $100 a roll for all my patrons. That's because you're my patrons, and I love you.
Vintage Magic. Game, collect, invest. For more information about our consulting and professional services, visit vintagemagic.com.
All right, guys, welcome back. Yeah, it's me. Shower time, Daniel here. Finance Friday. I just want to let you guys know that toilet paper apparently is sold out at the local grocery store. Side note, for those of you who are quarantined right now, have you realized that Walmart and like all those Targets and all Target, they sell toys, hardware, toilet paper, food, water, whatever the hell you want to do, but for some reason they're open because, well, it's kind of a loophole. All those retail stores right now are broke and they're out. They're all online and they're losing millions and millions and millions of dollars, if not billions. So, very interesting. I was thinking about it today as I was walking in my grocery store and buying more toilet paper and more cleaning supplies. This is all about why I think this entire thing may either go one or two directions. All right, first direction. I gotta wear this because it needs to fit with my outfit. All right, first direction that's happening. I truly believe that there's only two ways this entire thing will play out. Number one, this is gonna blow over faster than you think. There's going to be some miracle vaccine or some type of miracle antibody or I don't know, some Mission Impossible stuff where Tom Cruise jumps off an airplane. Something's going to happen. And then that will spike the stock market. The jobs will come back. Yes. There are like 3.3 million jobless claims this last whatever. Highest ever. Previous record was like 684,000. Okay. Got it. Check. And how many of those are in the service industry and, the industries that are non-essential? A lot. So you have to understand those workers will go back to work instantly. Probably, I would say about a month, let's say, if that super vaccine, that super thing that happens. But I don't think that's what's going to happen. So the second scenario is going to be the long drawn out method. So China apparently announced that they have no more cases. No more cases at all. Is this the vaccine? Herbal Escapes VO5? They have no more cases in the entire country. Or is it the Wuhan province? Whatever. No more cases. So apparently they're about a month or so ahead of us. So does that mean in a month we're done? They even said they're going to start letting people on the street and start doing some daily life stuff, or they've been tested and stuff. Okay. But in our country, in the United States, we haven't been tested. Most of you who are healthy and stuff, or may have the virus already, haven't been tested. So how do we know that we're actually okay? And how does that affect the magic economy? So, here's what's going on. If the second scenario I said happens, where people are essentially drawn out for months, I honestly think this thing won't even stabilize until the end of the year. If that scenario occurs, yeah, I said it before, and I'll say it again. When you lose jobs, lose housing, you start losing your wealth. Collectibles, magic cards, doesn't mean they literally become the same value as TP. toilet paper, cleaning supplies, shampoo, food, whatever, water. Maybe water, for the love of God, do not buy water. Just drink it out of the tap if you're living in areas that have safe water, which is pretty much everything. But seriously, supplies that are necessities, really essential, not magic cards, yeah, you're going to see the prices tank a lot. We've seen a price decrease of magic cards like I haven't seen before for a long time. For example, Power 9 Alpha 9.5s. I've seen them offer 15K to 12K for basic subgrades for 9.5s. Think about that. Those cards were trading over $20,000 range easily. That's like a what? At least 30 to 40% drop. That's nuts. Even if not more, right? Lots of cards, such as another thing that's worth noting is like misprints, oddities, stuff like that, have been dropping like crazy. Something I've been telling you guys before. When you talk about magic cards, they're already a luxury. Pimped out cards, foils, specialty Japanese, high-end Russian stuff, miscut, whatever. You may find a buyer who will buy them. But in general, in times of recession like what it is, you're going to see massive declines, which you've seen now. It's the way it goes. And expect more of it. So people say, well, what about alpha cards? What about beta cards? Those are immune, right? Those are old school cards, reserve lists. No. All cards across the board, every card, sealed product, new cards, doesn't matter. Everything is going down because people need cash. They're hoarding cash because they're worried that they're going to lose their job, which in turn, well, they lose their job, then they lose their house, or they can't pay the rent, whatever. Now, as of today, there was a $2.2 trillion economic stimulus. That's the largest ever. I think the president said something about 4 trillion more. I don't know what, 6.2 trillion, something like that. Regardless, it basically gives you maximum $1,200 for people making $75,000 or less for each person. Okay, interesting. And then you get $500 per child if you make like a certain amount or less. The thing is, though, if you make $100,000 or more for individual and as a family, like over 150 or something, you don't get anything. Now, I read up on what this really is. This isn't even this isn't free money. This is your tax refund up front, paid up front. So, I want you guys to listen. For the love of God, do not take that money thinking it's free money, especially for those who have a job right now, because you may not have a job in a month. God forbid. I would never want that for you, but that may happen. And do not spend the money on magic cards. Do not buy them. Do not buy anything but necessity items. Do not buy 1,000 rolls of toilet paper as an investment. It doesn't make sense. Get it ready for the right reasons. Living, food, shelter, water, food. Well, you have water, so eliminate that. I'm just saying, and your kids and your family. Clothes, fancy cars, I don't know, buy a new Apple iPad. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. People have been telling me that they're buying stuff that's unessential right now, and I'm just literally looking at them like, where are you getting your money? Are you not worried at all? I gotta wipe that place you know how to wipe. I was like, all right, I'm done. Done wiping. That was long. All right, here's the deal. Oh my God. That was a long wipe. The bottom line is, everybody, in this time of struggle, I am stuck in the confines of the shower because this area has the most sanitary solutions. Yes, that's right. I want to let you guys know that it's not a joke. This virus, I've had friends or family members who basically known a friend. Luckily, no family members have it yet. But I've known people in our family who've coughed and, feel ill, and they haven't been tested because the doctor says, don't even come here. Don't get tested because we don't have the test for you, only for people with acute problems. Meaning if you're showing the massive symptoms like the fever, the aches and everything, there's a list right on the WHO website, the World Health Organization website. Or you probably got a flyer from Trump, right, regarding how to take care of yourself or in a crisis. But don't just call the ER 911 because there's people that really need attention. So that's something I realize is that you may just have a cold. You might be just have food poisoning. You might just be bored out of your mind, stuck at your home, walking around. Now, by the way, get some exercise. It's okay to walk around, go to the neighborhood, but I try to make a daily trip to like the grocery store, even though I already have everything. I act like I need stuff, but it's just walking around and seeing that there's people. It's not like a zombie mode out. Scathed zombies everywhere. It's actually people out there. So it's not that dire that way. It's just that it's a very contagious pandemic. This coronavirus is so deadly, in terms of if it gets serious, right, affects you in the wrong way, your immune system, it can actually kill you very quickly, and it's bad. So be safe out there. But financially, for this Finance Friday, if you're even watching this damn video, people have asked me, what do I do now? Do I just sell some stuff? Yeah, unfortunately, you're going to have to find some cash to raise. Here's my tip. If you're going to lose your job, if you have any risk to lose your job, meaning you're not an essential employee, meaning you don't work for the government, you don't work for something that is a tech company that has lots of cash that needs you, right? No offense to people, in industries like this, but restaurant industry, food industry, waitressing, real estate. I don't know. There's lots of things like non-essential, like even like painting. Who the hell's going to paint your house right now when it's basically you have no money to pay for your food? Do you see where I'm going with this? The car industry is going to be very hard because people are going to buy cars because, for the love of God, who wants to buy a car when you can't eat anyway? You have to sell your car anyway. So there's lots going to happen. There's people in the flooring industry, tile business, any of the upgrade, luxury business, watch business, jewelry business. All these are non-essential. So be careful. If you are in those businesses and you're a Magic the Gathering collector or investor, be prepared. Have money extra. Now, the stimulus bill does allow you to have additional cash that's really your tax refund anyway, if you get a tax refund, if you qualify. Be sure to read all the things that they gave you. But it gives you some temporary money. But the thing is, $1,200 in like most parts of California or even Washington State, most places on the West Coast, even on the East Coast in New York, how the hell are you going to pay for your mortgage or rent from $1,200? Let alone food. It's not happening. It's not happening. So this is the problem with the entire situation. A lot of people don't understand that this situation is going to get very, very, very dire. It's systemic. If a vaccine, a super vaccine, some clinical trial, whatever, right? There's this new drug, or not a new drug, but a drug that's used for malaria that they've tested, or not, they haven't tested, but used on patients with COVID-19, coronavirus, and it's helped them. And I think there was a person that died. So they're saying that, oh, it's not safe. It's not approved. But the thing is, what's going to happen? Is there going to be a super drug? Is there going to be an existing drug? What's going to happen? So that whole mess is a critical component for this happening. But you people watching this video, can stay home, just focus on lots of things you can do. I'll do another video Saturday maybe. Yeah, I'll probably do one about what you can do as a Magic the Gathering collector or investor during this quarantine business. Might as well, because there's a lot of things you can do right now that I've gotten done because of this situation. And it actually is really productive. Like, I've been able to sort cards I never thought I had. Or find or not find cards like old listings that I could change and reprice. Lots of things I can go over for that. So, in summary, I hope everyone's being safe. Know that today, Friday, that I'm still here. I'm stuck in the shower. My wife has quarantined me in the shower. So leave me alone, unless your name is Rudy from Alpha Investments. Hey! Let me out! Let me out! Imagine being quarantined in a box. It's like a prison. Is that what it feels like? Is this what happens when you lose to Brian Weissman all the time? You feel like you're in a box. All the time. Is timeout over? Hello? Will someone give me some water, please? Some lotion? You know why I need lotion. Is the virus over? Is it over? It's not over.
Thank you everyone for supporting our channel. It means a lot to me that you're enjoying the content we're putting out there. I have a Patreon page that supporters have access to special perks and rewards. Become a supporter at patreon.com/vintagemagic. As a patron, you receive exciting pricing on sealed product, flash sales, annual gifts, and personalized consulting services from me. Again, thank you for subscribing to our videos and supporting the channel. I love meeting players, collectors, and investors all over the world. If you see me at a Grand Prix, please come by and say hi. I would love to meet you. Thank you everyone for your support and friendship. Thank you everyone for watching the videos. I wanted to do a special thank you to Sam Tang from Kitchen Table Magic. He's been a great friend and a great artist producing the videos. Been very patient with me in his directing. And I also want to thank Brian Weissman. Brian and I have become friends out of this, and I've learned a lot from him, and he's spent countless hours sharing his knowledge and wisdom. Without you guys and the support of my Patreon, this would never be possible. If you guys have additional comments or suggestions, I'd love to hear from you guys. Just go to vintagemagic.com and go to the Contact Us page. I would love to hear from you. So thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you soon.
Vintage Magic. Game, collect, invest. For more information about our consulting and professional services, visit vintagemagic.com.